lies in the confrontation with self. Most people live their lives running from themselves. Everything except the one thing that matters, understanding who they are and why they are here. But in those first moments of the day, when everything is still, you no longer have to run. You can sit.
Watch this.
You can listen. And when you listen closely,
the
clarity comes. You begin to realize that peace is not something you find in the world. It's something you uncover within yourself. And it is uncovered.
I don't want to show too much because I don't know.
Being present.
I thought somebody was behind me. I was like, oh, I felt them coming. That's what it was.
Pressure confront you. What do you really want from this day? Who do you wish to be? How do you wish to show up?
Clairvoyant. You gotta listen, like he said.
The more consistently you ask them, the more powerful
your answers become.
With each morning, you sharpen your direction. You no longer live by default. You live by design. It is easy to underestimate this practice. It does not shout. It does not demand. It simply waits for you. Every morning, the silence is there. The question is whether you are willing to rise and meet it. There is also something deeply humbling about the early morning. When the sun has not yet risen, when the sky is still dark, you are reminded of your smallness in the vastness of life. You are reminded that nature moves in cycles, that life is not a race, and that everything has its time. It teaches patience. It teaches humility. It teaches reverence for the present moment. When you see the sunrise with your own eyes, not through a window while scrolling through your phone, but truly see it with presence and gratitude, it changes you. You begin to understand that each morning is not a repetition of the last. It is a rebirth, a new chance, a fresh beginning. And with that understanding comes responsibility. If this day is new, if this life is not guaranteed, then how will you live it? What energy will you carry into it? What choices will you make? These questions don't come from a motivational quote. They come from stillness, from being awake while the world is still asleep. The world celebrates hustle.
Ground yourself with this exercise. Identify 5 things you can see. Black car, phone, tablet. I say tablet. Shoes. What did I see? Mustard. Picture. I don't know how many that was. But yeah. Hi to the one person that is in here. We are currently at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And we're identifying 2 smells right now. What you smell right now? I smell fresh air. And a little bit of weed. Let me light that up real quick. Nah, but hi. Who is this? B? Hi, B. How are you? What's your flavor? What's your flavor? Huh? Huh? What's your flavor? Tell me what you want. Oh, I love good cookies and cream. Okay, so now we're gonna meditate. Identify 2 smells you smell right now. I say fresh air
when no one is watching. The early morning is your training ground. It is where you learn to master your emotions, your impulses, your thoughts. It is where you learn to choose response over reaction, purpose over pleasure, clarity over confusion. And once you've tasted that silence, not once, but again and again, you no longer need to be convinced of its value. You begin to crave it. Because you realize that it is not the world that needs to change, it is you. And that change begins not with massive action, but with a quiet commitment to rise, to breathe, to listen, and to move from presence. The most successful people, the most peaceful people, the most grounded people, they all share one thing in common. They protect their mornings. Not because they want to be better than others, but because they want to be better than who they were yesterday. That is the real competition. That is the real journey. So the next time your alarm rings and your mind begins to negotiate, just this once, I'll sleep in. Remember this, that one choice can shape your entire day. And your day repeated becomes your life. Wake up early, not because you have to, but because you choose to. Wake up early, because in that silence you meet your truest self. There is no need to be extraordinary all at once. What is needed is consistency, a willingness to rise, even when it's difficult. Especially when it's difficult. Discipline is not about forcing yourself every day. It's about remembering who you want to be and acting in alignment with that vision.
I tried to put her out
It is a
here,
quiet commitment, not driven by motivation, but by clarity. The clarity that growth only comes when you step beyond what is easy.
She heard the ball.
That the strongest parts of you are forged in moments where your mind says no, but your spirit says yes. Discipline is often misunderstood. People think it is restriction, a lack of freedom. But real discipline is not imprisonment. It is liberation. Because when you live with discipline, you are no longer controlled by impulse. You are no longer tossed around by feelings. You do not need to wait for perfect conditions or for the right mood. You train yourself to show up regardless. And in that showing up, day after day, your confidence grows. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to know that if you say you will do something, you will. This is the foundation of self-respect. Not praise from others, not validation, but that quiet inner knowing. I keep my word. I follow through. I act even when no one is watching. Because I know that the person I am becoming is worth the effort. The reason most people stay stuck is because they wait. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect plan. They wait until they feel ready. But life does not reward those who wait. It rewards those who act with intention. Waking up early is a daily decision to stop waiting and start living. Every time you overcome the urge to stay in bed, you are not just waking your body, you are waking your willpower. You are telling your mind that it does not control you, that you are in charge. And when that decision is made enough times, your entire life begins to change. Not because the world has shifted, but because your inner world has. Discipline is not loud, it is not dramatic, it is quiet, repetitive, and deeply personal. It happens in the moments no one sees, in the choice to get up, in the decision to meditate, in the act of moving
maybe
your
that's
body.
why my nose
It is
is
found
itching,
in the way you speak to yourself, the
maybe somebody
standards you
came in here that
hold,
was
the
supposed
small
to.
rituals you
Because that's so
protect.
crazy, my nose
And
is
though these acts may seem small in isolation,
my nose
over
ain't been
time,
itchy all
they
day.
shape everything. There
That was the
will be
first time
resistance.
like
The mind is
my nose.
clever.
Even now.
It will come up with
Who?
reasons. I need more sleep.
Who is
Let's
this?
start tomorrow. One day off won't
Reveal
matter.
thyself.
But each of those reasons is a seed. And every time you choose comfort over discipline, that seed
And
grows.
remember when I
You begin to
first got
negotiate
on
with
here,
your
I was
greatness.
like,
And slowly,
what are you,
without noticing, your standards
right
lower.
now? And I said, fresh
Not
air.
because you are weak, but because you allowed the mind to lead instead of the spirit. But you also have the power to plant a different seed. One of strength, one of discipline, one of commitment. And every time you act in alignment with that, you water that seed, you strengthen it. Until one day, it becomes who you are. Not something you force, but something that flows naturally from your identity. The transformation is not sudden. It is not
like
one sunrise that changes your life. It is the accumulation, the silent
How are
victories,
you?
the invisible efforts, the decision to
What you
rise
doing?
again and again when no one claps, when no one notices except you. And that is enough. Because the true reward of discipline is not the result.
Okay, let me finish.
It is the person you become in the process. You begin to walk differently. You think more clearly. You carry a deeper calm, a deeper strength. You are no longer shaken by the day because you have already conquered yourself in the first hour of the morning. That is real power, to master your emotions before the world even has a chance to test them. Some days will be harder than others. The body will feel heavy, the mind will resist. But those are the days that matter most. Not because you must be perfect, but because you must be present. Present with your intention, present with your effort. Even imperfect effort, repeated, is better than the illusion of perfection. Never.
Track business mileage with the QuickBooks mobile app and automatically track your potential mileage deduction. Come tax time, it's easier to calculate deductions. Get started with the QuickBooks mobile app.
This path is not about extremes. It is not about burning yourself out or proving anything to the world. It is about honoring the gift of each morning. About recognizing that life is short and you cannot waste another sunrise lost in excuses. Your time is precious. Your energy is sacred. And how you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. You can live with excuses or you can live with purpose. But you cannot have both. And every morning you are given that choice again. That is the beauty of discipline.
I'm talking about every time. We lock eyes.
It is a privilege.
Who is this?
A chance to rise above your lower
Look
nature.
like this.
A chance to create, to grow, to lead yourself forward. You do not need to
Oh.
conquer the world. You only need to conquer one moment. The moment you choose to rise. But a different way is possible. A better way.
That
A more
makes
conscious way.
sense.
To begin your day not with noise,
Uh-huh.
but with a ritual. Not with chaos,
Got it.
but with clarity. The first moments after waking are not ordinary. They are a bridge between rest and movement, between sleep and awareness. How you cross that bridge determines the rhythm of everything that follows. A ritual is not simply an action repeated. It is an intention embodied. It is not what you do. It is how you do it and why you do it. To rise with the sun and breathe deeply. To sit in silence and feel your presence. To move the body gently and awaken its energy. These are not tasks to check off. These are practices to align you with yourself. And alignment is where power begins. When you start your day with ritual, you reclaim your attention. You are no longer living in reaction to the world's demands. You are living in connection with your own center. You are no longer pulled in 10 directions before you've taken 10 breaths. Instead, you direct your focus, your breath, your awareness. You become grounded. And from that groundedness, you can move through the day with more intention, more peace, more strength. But this requires presence. Presence is not something that happens by accident. It is cultivated. And the morning is the most fertile ground for that cultivation. The mind is quiet. The world is still. And in that space, you can plant seeds of clarity. You can reflect. You can visualize. You can reconnect with your purpose.
And did
the
it
modern
again.
world does not reward
Who
slowness.
is this?
It does not reward stillness.
Man,
But
my
your soul
eyes
does.
I zoned
Your
out
body does.
my
Your
thing
peace
and
does.
all. Who is this?
When you rush into the day, you carry tension with you. You react
That was
instead
kinda
of
nice,
respond.
though.
You are
That was
controlled
kinda
by the
nice
momentum of
myself.
others.
You see my eyes
But when
twitch?
you
I felt
begin
it
with ritual,
twitch.
you enter the day on your own terms. You decide what energy you carry. You decide how you will show up. Maybe your ritual is simple. Sit in silence for 5 minutes. Feel your breath. Watch the sun rise. Move the body with intention. Speak one affirmation. Express gratitude. These acts may seem small, but they anchor you. They remind you that you are not just surviving another day, you are living it. And how you live it is your responsibility. It is not about perfection. It is not about doing the exact same thing every day. It is about creating space. Space to listen. Space to be. Space to set the tone before the noise of the world tries to set it for you. There will be days when it
telling
feels
you.
easier to skip.
I don't
But the mind says, just go, just start,
Who is
just
this
catch up.
nigga?
But those are the
And then
days
you
the
leave. This
ritual
is like a
matters most,
peekaboo.
because
Like,
it is in
what
those moments when
what
you
game are
feel
we playing?
overwhelmed, tired,
Are you
distracted,
playing with me right now?
that the habit of centering yourself becomes
Is
your
this a joke to
protection.
you?
When your mind is busy, your ritual is the
I
reminder.
hope I'm making your day
When
though,
your
'cause you're
energy is
kinda
low,
making mine.
your ritual is the reset. When
Whoever
your
you
emotions are scattered, your
It kind
ritual
of made
is
me
the
smile a
return.
little bit. I don't
You
know
do
why.
not control the world. You cannot
It made me
predict the
feel
challenges
happy.
that will come. But you can
Happy.
choose how you begin.
Happy.
You can build an inner structure that holds you steady. You can anchor into something deeper than the
But-
surface of the day. The first hour is sacred,
What the
not
hell?
because of what you achieve,
What the
but
hell?
because of how you show up. Not because it makes you better than others, but because it makes you more in
I don't
tune
know
with
what
yourself.
else,
The ritual is not for performance. It is for presence. It is a practice of
Where
self-respect,
are you?
of self-mastery. When you rise and begin with ritual, you send a message to yourself. I matter. My peace matters.
Oh,
My
no, there's
clarity
two
matters.
people.
My purpose matters. And when you affirm that consistently, the world around you begins to respond differently. Not
Oh,
because
no,
it has
there's one.
changed,
Damn,
but
I
because you
scared him.
have. You walk into your tasks with more calm.
Should I
You
scream?
respond to challenges
Get it?
with more grace. You engage with others from a place of balance. Too often, we wait
Oh.
until life overwhelms us
Y'all know this
before
is
we
really,
try to
I said,
return to balance.
me and you,
But
you know
true
this really
mastery
like
is in prevention, not just in recovery.
them
A morning ritual is that
hats,
prevention.
but
It is the quiet armor you wear into the noise of the world.
I just put it on.
It is the foundation beneath
like
the
one of
movement,
them.
the breath beneath the effort. You may not always see the
Artistic
result
hats.
right away. You may wonder if it's worth it.
That's what.
But over time,
But
you will
anyways,
notice. You will feel more focused. You will become less reactive.
Medium iced coffee and 2 hash brown wake up round. That's
I
fine.
was
Delicious
gonna make
iced
like a
coffee
phone,
for Davey
but
Toast. That's fine.
I don't know.
You will experience deeper connection with your work, your relationships, your own inner world. Because you are no longer
Right,
scattered.
on brand.
You are rooted. And that routine begins when you choose to start your day with intention rather than urgency. In a world that moves fast, be the one who moves with awareness. In a world that wakes up rushed, be the one who rises with calm. In a world that looks outward first, be the one who turns inward. Begin each day with a ritual, not for the world, but for yourself. When you make the decision to wake before the sun and greet the day intentionally, you are not simply adjusting your schedule. You are shifting your relationship with life itself. You are declaring through action that you are here not to drift through the hours, but to shape them. You are not waiting for permission. You are taking responsibility. So many people live in reaction. They wake up late, rush through the morning, and begin their day already overwhelmed. They are chasing time instead of leading it. They are pulled by urgency, not guided by clarity. And in that rush, something precious is lost. Awareness, focus, presence. But when you meet the morning with stillness and strength, you rise above that chaos. You do not begin your day trying to catch up, you begin ahead. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You have already won a battle before the world has even knocked on your door. The truth is, it's not about how many hours you have, it's about how you enter them. If you begin with fear, the whole day echoes with anxiety. If you begin with frustration, you carry it with you like a shadow. But if you begin grounded, clear, centered, calm, you carry a different energy. You're no longer easily shaken. You're no longer reacting to everything outside. You move
I don't
from
know why
within.
that just came
You
up in my.
respond
Oh,
with
it's
control.
4 people in. Oh,
You
it's
lead
your
with
people.
purpose. Mastery over your day begins with mastery over your morning.
Yeah, I don't know why that song.
And
just
mastery
came in my
over your
head.
morning begins the moment you open your eyes. That moment is sacred. Because in that moment, you are not yet the version of yourself shaped by the world. You are still untouched by demands, expectations, distractions. That is the moment to connect to your breath, your body, your intention. That is the moment to affirm quietly and powerfully who you choose to be. You do not need to be extreme.
I was just chilling
You do
with
not
3
need to
people
do
in
everything
here,
all at once.
and I was just
But you
singing that.
must be consistent. Whether you meditate, stretch, walk, or simply sit in silence with a cup of tea. The point is not the action itself.
You in the living
Point
room,
is
whoever
that
you
you are
are.
choosing to
4
show up
people
with
now.
presence.
Y'all,
You are
whoever the
not
4 people
rushing
in here, y'all in the
immediately.
living
You are
room. We
beginning
have
with
17
ease.
minutes and
To
20
rise
seconds.
early and greet the day is not about chasing productivity.
That made me
It is
feel.
about
I
building
need
presence. It is about aligning your inner state before the outer world begins to demand from you. Because the truth is, once the day begins, you will be tested. There will be obstacles, delays, difficult people, unexpected events. And if you are unprepared, if you have not anchored yourself, then all of these things will control you.
Wild.
But when you rise
But
with the
hello,
sun and root yourself in calm, you are no
in
longer at the
Houston,
mercy of the day.
Texas,
You
in the
become the
United
master
States
of
of
it.
America.
Each sunrise
And to
is a
the
quiet
public of
teacher.
Washington,
It does not shout. It does not race.
no, I'm just
It
playing.
simply appears
But,
slowly, steadily, beautifully.
one person in here. What is that?
And it reminds you that life is not about the speed at which you
I still
move,
got that
but the
feeling.
depth with which you live. When you give yourself time in the
And it was
morning to
just
breathe, reflect, and prepare, you are not wasting time. You are deepening it. You are bringing quality into your hours, not just quantity. And in that space, real transformation begins. The morning is not just a time.
Someone's
It is a
being
symbol.
nosy
It
in
is a
my
threshold.
energy.
On one side is sleep, rest, the unconscious. On the other side is action,
Okay, Risma
awareness,
said, where are you
responsibility.
from?
How you
Houston,
cross that
Texas,
threshold
the
matters.
United States of
If you cross it with
America.
intention, the rest of your day takes on that same tone. But if you cross it with chaos, you carry that into everything else. You must choose not to live on repeat. Each day is new. Each day is an opportunity to become more aware, more aligned, more alive. And that begins when you meet the day instead of being dragged into it. It begins when you choose to stand in front of the sunrise, not just as a spectator, but as a participant. You are not separate from that rising light. It is not just nature. It is you. You too have the power to rise, to renew, to bring light into the darkness of your own doubts and
Nice to
fears.
meet you. Let's
This
be
practice
friends.
is not for the weak.
Friends?
It is for the
Okay, I'll
committed.
be friends
For
with
those
you.
who have decided that they will
So
no
what
longer
made you join
live
the live?
unconsciously. That they will no longer
What
let
compelled
time
you to
slip
join
through
the
their
live?
fingers unnoticed. That they will live deliberately, powerfully, fully. To rise early is to say yes, not just to the day, but to yourself. And if you fail one day, do not fall into guilt. Guilt is not discipline. Guilt is a weight. Discipline is a guide. You simply return. The sun rises again. And so can you. In the end, it is simple. Those who rise with the sun rise above excuses.
3 people in here currently now. That'd be so crazy if that plays next. So crazy. I'm just gonna draw.
For anyone who doesn't speak another language, you've got to try Duolingo. Did you know more than half the world's population speaks more than one language? Duolingo.
I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of stuff and call it a day. Let me start it over so I can see. Whichever one is the first one I'll play it.
Listen to me carefully. Some of you have been wondering why your life feels different, why the struggle is so intense, why the pressure is so heavy. You look around and it seems like nothing comes easy for you. The battles don't stop.
Okay, with the cloud from the
attacks don't let up. And you're asking yourself, why me? But I'm here to tell you, this is not a curse, this is not bad luck, this is the weight of your anointing. This is the cost of being chosen. See, when God places his hand on you, the enemy places a target on your back.
Who is this?
When you are anointed, you don't live like everyone else.
I feel like
you don't move like everyone else.
The same person from earlier.
You don't fit in because you were never meant to. Some of you have been through storms that should have broken you, but you're still standing. That's a sign.
It's so ugly.
Some of you have been betrayed by the very people you love the most.
Hi, everyone.
But you're still loving. That's a sign.
I'm gonna just make
Some of you have been knocked down over and over again, but every time you rise stronger. That's a sign. Because when you are dangerously anointed, you don't break. You bend. You don't fall. You fight. You don't quit. You conquer. And today, I'm going to give you the 7 signs you are dangerously anointed by God. Number 1, you face intense attacks and opposition.
That's what it says.
If there's one thing you must understand about being anointed, it's this: the enemy does not attack what isn't a threat. If you are going through relentless struggles, if it feels like life keeps throwing blow after blow at you, if it seems like the pressure never lets up, then hear me clearly. You are not cursed. You are chosen. You are not abandoned. You are appointed. The weight you feel, the battles you fight, the resistance you face, these are not signs that you're failing. These are signs that you are dangerously anointed by God. Think about this for a second. Have you ever seen a thief break into an empty house? No. A thief doesn't waste time on something that has no value. In the same way, the enemy will not bother with someone who poses no threat to his kingdom. If you are facing intense attacks, it is because there is something powerful inside of you that the enemy is desperate to stop. He sees what you carry. He knows what you are capable of. And so he throws everything he can at you. Distractions, disappointments, betrayals, delays, doubts, all in an attempt to break you before you step into your destiny. But let me tell you something. The enemy is already defeated. He wouldn't be fighting you this hard if he wasn't afraid of what you are becoming. See, the attack isn't about your past. It's not even about where you are right now. It's about your future. It's about the impact you are destined to make, the lives you are going to change, the kingdom you are going to build. That's why the pressure is so intense. That's why you've been facing opposition from every side. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the harder the enemy fights. Look at the lives of the most anointed people in history. David was anointed as king, but before he ever sat on the throne, he spent years running for his life, being hunted by King Saul. Joseph had a dream that he would one day rule, but before that dream came to pass, he was betrayed by his brothers, thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, and falsely accused. Jesus himself, the Son of God, was attacked from the moment he was born. King Herod tried to kill him as an infant. The Pharisees plotted against him. And in the end, he was betrayed, beaten, and crucified. Why? Because the anointing attracts opposition. So if you are going through battles right now, don't you dare think for 1 second that God has forgotten you. No, my friend, God is preparing you. The attacks you face are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to develop you. Every struggle is shaping you. Every hardship is refining you.
Right back so you can relearn it.
The fire is not there to burn you. It is there to purify you. You are being strengthened, stretched, and sharpened for the assignment ahead. And let's be real, there have been moments where you wanted to give up. Moments where you questioned if you could take another step. Moments where you felt like you were drowning under the weight of it all.
Looking like study time.
Trying to.
Oh, your Lenovo Aura edition can block online distractions. Sorry, is that distracting?
Just start a new routine. Find your focus on a Lenovo laptop with the power of info inside at Best Buy.
If you say I'm crazy, put your boy in front of it.
Pure unadulterated friendship.
My way or the highway.
And then she does that.
But guess what? You're still here. You're still standing. You've been through hell and back, but you are still here. And that is proof that no weapon formed against you can prosper. That is proof that God's hand is on your life. The enemy thought the attacks would break you. He thought the setbacks would stop you. He thought the betrayals would make you walk away from your calling. But what he didn't realize is that the more he fights you, the stronger you become.
The stronger.
The more he pushes, the more determined you get.
I already went through the hard part.
Because when you are dangerously anointed, you don't fold under pressure. You rise under
Hello to the
pressure.
4 people who've been here in the one life.
You don't
Thank you
run
very
from
much.
the
We have
fight.
26
You step
and
into the
32%.
fight. Understand
7% on
this.
the phone,
Opposition is a sign that you are on the
13.5%.
right path.
And we got somebody
If you weren't
walking.
headed towards something great, the enemy wouldn't be trying so hard to stop you. So instead of letting the attacks discourage you, let them confirm what you already know. You are chosen. You are marked. You are anointed. And let me warn you, when you carry a dangerous anointing, the attacks will not always come in obvious ways. Sometimes they come through people closest to you. Friends turn into enemies. People you trusted betray you. Doors that should have opened for you suddenly slam shut. You face delays, disappointments, and distractions. The enemy will use whatever he can to make you doubt yourself, to make you question your purpose, to make you wonder if you are truly called. But hear me today. You must not give in. This is where many people miss their destiny. They let the pressure break them. They let the battle wear them down. But you are not just anybody. You are dangerously anointed. That means no matter what the enemy throws at you, you keep pushing.
Wow, I love all these crowds.
No matter how hard it gets, you
makes
keep
me feel great.
No matter
Like,
how
y'all
many
really
times
be
you
on this-
fall,
y'all
you
be
get back
beautiful.
up. Because here's the truth. The battle may be intense, but the victory is already won. The enemy can fight, but he cannot win. He can try, but he cannot stop what God has set in motion. Your anointing is greater than any attack. Your purpose is stronger than any opposition. And in the end, what God has for you will come to pass. So if you are in a season of intense attacks, take heart. It is not a sign of your downfall. It is a sign of your destiny. It is proof that you are carrying something powerful. And it is a reminder that no matter how hard the enemy fights, God fights harder. You were born for this. You were built for this. And when the storm settles, when the battle is over, when the dust clears, you will still be standing. Because you are dangerously anointed. Number two, you feel like you don't fit in. There comes a moment in life when you realize
natural face
you're
looks
different.
good, vibes positive. Thank you,
You
baby.
don't think
That's
like
what
everyone
that-
else.
That's what that
You don't
fresh
move
girl
like
does,
everyone
you know.
else.
Get a
You don't see
get a
the
little
world the way they
prayer
do.
in for the morning when
No
you
matter
wake
how
up.
hard you try to
Do a
blend
little bit
in,
of removal.
Something about you always
Put a
stands out.
rhythm on my hair down in that tub.
You can be in a crowded room and still feel alone. You can be surrounded by people and still feel like an outsider. And
I
deep
try to bring
down,
my
you
baby out
wonder,
here. I try to bring Iggy out here, but
why
I
don't I
think
fit
she
in?
misses like the outside.
But let me tell you
I'm gonna get
something.
used to it, but
This isn't by
not up in
accident.
here just yet.
This
As
isn't a
long as
mistake.
she
This is a
misses me
sign.
Right here, it's okay.
A sign that you have been set apart. A sign that you carry something
Oh,
unique.
myself also
A
said good
sign
vibes,
that you
positive
are
vibes. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
dangerously
I really do feel that from you too. Thank you so
anointed by God.
And you got
Look
a
at the
number
people
2
in the
comment
Bible who were
still.
called by God. None of
I
them
love
fit
that.
in.
We are
None of them
at
were just
29
like
minutes,
everyone
40
else.
seconds. Fine.
Moses was raised in the palace of Pharaoh, but was never truly an Egyptian. Joseph was hated by his brothers because he had a dream too big for them to understand. David was overlooked, rejected, and sent to the fields while his brothers were chosen first. Even Jesus, God in the flesh, walks this earth misunderstood, ridiculed, and rejected. Why? Because the anointing does not blend in, the anointing out. And I know it's not. For something greater, and that means there are places you can't go, conversations you can't be a part of, friendships that can't stay in your life.
Mark Dodge sells trucks and SUVs all over the nation with huge selection and even bigger savings. Get employee pricing plus on new Ram 1500 Laramie trucks, discounted $21,000, or upgrade to Ram HD, discounted $15,000 at the #1 Ram dealer in America. View these offers and more now at markdodge.net. We always sell for less at Mark Dodge. You've dreamed up some delicious Domino's pizzas, like the viral pizza.
This is a perfect pizza.
And we want to see more. So we're bringing back Domino's Best Deal Ever. Get any hand-tossed, pan thin crust, or New York-style pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Maybe you'll invent the new viral pizza. Only at Domino's.
Life. See, when you are anointed, there will be moments of loneliness. And this is where many people struggle. Because we all want to belong. We all want to be accepted. But let me ask you, do you want acceptance? Or do you want purpose? Do you want to fit in with the crowd? Or do you want to step into your calling? Because the truth is, the anointing comes with separation. There will be seasons where God pulls you away from distractions, away from people who can't go where you're going, away from environments that don't align with your destiny. And it will feel uncomfortable. It will feel lonely. But this is not a punishment, it is preparation.
I feel you.
You cannot be anointed and live like everyone else. You cannot be called and stay in the same places, doing the same things as those who have no purpose. The weight of your calling will set you apart. The depth of your anointing will make you different. And here's what you need to understand. When God sets you apart, people will misunderstand you. Some will reject you. Some will question why you've changed. Some will even try to pull you back to where you used to be. But you must stand firm in who God created you to be. Because if you keep trying to fit in, you will forfeit your calling. If you keep trying to please people, you will delay your destiny. Stop trying to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Stop dimming your light to keep people from feeling insecure. If they can't handle your anointing, that's their problem, not yours. If they can't see your value, that's their blindness, not your failure. You are not for everybody, and that's okay. You were chosen not to fit in, but to lead. Not to follow the crowd, but to stand apart. Think about an eagle. An eagle does not fly in flocks like pigeons. An eagle soars alone because its strength, its vision, and its purpose are too great to be limited to the ordinary. In the same way, your calling is too big to be ordinary. Your vision is too powerful to be limited. Your anointing is too dangerous to be confined. So yes, it will be lonely at times. Yes, you will feel misunderstood. Yes, there will be moments where you question why you can't just be like everyone else. But I need you to understand, God did not make a mistake when he set you apart. If you feel like you don't fit in, it's because you were made to stand out. If you feel like you don't belong, it's because God is calling you higher. If certain relationships are falling away, it's because God is making space for the right people to enter your life. Stop fighting the separation. Stop running from the calling. Stop trying to be something you're not. Walk boldly in your anointing. Embrace the difference. Accept the fact that you were never meant to fit in. Because when the time comes, When God launches you into your purpose, when everything He has promised starts unfolding,
and then it was just
you will look back and realize that the loneliness, the rejection, the moments of isolation were never meant to break you. They were meant to prepare you. You are dangerously anointed. The world is about to see exactly why God set you apart. Number 3, you experience unusual favor and breakthroughs. There are moments in life when things just don't make sense. When doors open that you didn't even knock on. When opportunities find you instead of you searching for them. When blessings show up at just the right time, even when you felt unqualified, unprepared, or undeserving. And you start to wonder, why me? But let me tell you something, this isn't luck. This isn't coincidence. This is favor. This is the undeniable, unstoppable, unshakable hand of God moving in your life. When you are dangerously anointed, you don't operate by the world system. You don't move by human standards. You walk in divine alignment. And when God's hand is on you, favor follows you everywhere you go. People will look at you and wonder, how did they get that job? How did they get that opportunity? How did they come out of that situation when everyone else failed? How did they keep winning even after everything they've been through? And the answer is simple. God's favor. See, when you are chosen by God, you don't have to chase things. You don't have to manipulate situations. You don't have to fight for approval. God will put you in places that you never imagined. He will raise you up when others counted you out. He will bless you in front of those who doubted you. Because favor is not about who you know, it's about who you serve.
Track business mileage with the QuickBooks mobile app. And automatically track your potential mileage deduction. Come tax time, it's easier to calculate deductions. Get started.
Deductions.
Look at Joseph. He was sold into slavery by his own brothers. Thrown into prison for a crime he didn't commit. Forgotten and left behind. But because he was anointed, favor followed him everywhere. He was favored in Potiphar's house, favored in the prison. And when the time was right, God lifted him from the pit and placed him in the palace, second in command over all of Egypt. When you are anointed, even the worst situations cannot stop what God has planned for you. What should have taken you out will only set you up for greater things. What should have destroyed you will become the very thing that propels you into destiny. But here's what you need to understand. Favor comes with responsibility. Favor comes with opposition. Because not everyone will celebrate you when they see God's hand on your life. Not everyone will be happy when you keep winning, even when they tried to stop you. There will be people who question why you're the one getting the blessing, why you're the one stepping into new levels, why you're the one succeeding when they thought you wouldn't make it. They will whisper behind your back. They will doubt you. Some may even try to sabotage you. But let me tell you something. What God has for you, no man can take from you. What God has planned, no enemy can block. When favor is on your life, it doesn't matter who is against you, because God is for you. And the beautiful thing about favor, it's not limited. It's not just for one season.
The live's gonna end in a minute.
It's not just for one moment.
Actually,
when you are walking in divine anointing, favor is a lifestyle. That means even when things don't seem to be going your way, favor is still working behind the scenes. Even when doors seem closed, God is preparing something greater. Even when you feel stuck, breakthrough is already on the way. Because when you are dangerously anointed, breakthrough follows you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to scheme and manipulate. You just have to walk in obedience, keep your faith strong, and trust that God's timing is perfect. There will be moments when you feel unqualified, when you feel unworthy, when you feel like you don't have enough experience, enough connections, enough knowledge. But let me remind you, God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. If he has chosen you, he will equip you. If he has anointed you, he will open the door something, it will come to pass. So if you have been experiencing unusual favor, if doors have been opening, if breakthroughs have been happening, if things have been shifting in your favor, don't question it. Embrace it.
Let me take some of that.
Don't shrink back. Walk in it. Don't apologize for it. Thank God for it. Because when you are dangerously anointed, favor is not an accident. It is your portion. It is your inheritance.
Well, it depends.
And no force in hell can stop what God has already set in motion. Get ready, because the favor on your life is about to take you places you never dreamed of. And when it happens, when the breakthroughs come, when the blessings overflow, remember, it was never about you. It was always about God's hand on you. Number 4, you carry a heavy burden for others. There are moments when you feel a weight on your heart that you can't explain. You see people struggling and it hits you deeper than it should. You hear about someone's pain and it feels like you're carrying it with them. You wake up in the middle of the night with names on your mind, faces in your spirit, and an unshakable urge to pray for them, even when they have no idea. Let me tell you what this is. This is not just empathy. This is not just sensitivity. This is a calling. This is an anointing. This is God placing his heart inside of you, making you a vessel of his love, his power, and his purpose. When you are dangerously anointed, you don't just live for yourself. You don't just move through life focused on your own dreams, your own success, your own comfort. No. When you carry the anointing, you carry people. And I know it can feel overwhelming. You wonder, why do I feel so much? Why can't I just ignore it like everyone else? Why does their pain feel like my pain? But here's what you need to understand. This is the heart of God inside of you. This is the same burden that Jesus carried when he walked this earth. He didn't just see crowds. He saw individuals. He didn't just see brokenness. He felt it. He didn't just pass by suffering. He stepped into it. And if you have been chosen, if you have been set apart, if you are dangerously anointed, then that same burden rests on you.
A woman's car broke down. She calls Frost Bank to move some money when her phone dies. Her Frost banker called every gas station in town to see if she was okay. Wow. It's like a movie.
Looking like study time.
Yeah, except I can't find the right lecture notes.
Oh, your laptop can find it. Power bins inside.
I gotta get off, guys. But Agan Vic said hi Eugene. Rascar.com said it's an island. Oh, type shit. I got a blast to the 2 people that are in here because my phone is on 1%. And it's charged.
By their cries. That burden led him to his destiny. Nehemiah, he was serving in a king's palace when he heard about the
Don't be with chain money, serving everybody. Okay, I don't have to end it. I have a charger.
But the burden was too heavy.
But hi guys. How are
He
y'all?
wept. He fasted. And that burden pushed him into his assignment to rebuild what was broken. When you carry a heavy burden for others,
We're at
it's not
43
because you're
minutes and
weak.
36
It's
seconds.
not because you're emotional. It's because God trusts you with his heart. He trusts you to intercede. He
Almost broke my
trusts
leg.
you to pray when others won't. He trusts you to step in when others look away. But let me warn you, this kind of anointing is not easy to carry. Because when you are burdened for others, you will feel drained.
Then
You will
I'm
feel
rocking.
misunderstood. There will be days when you want to turn it off.
I'm in the United
To
States, Eugene.
disconnect, to stop caring so much. But you can't. Because this is who you are. This is what you were made for. And the enemy knows it. That's why he tries to make you feel like you're too sensitive. You're too much. Like you should just stop caring. He wants to know your heart, to make you indifferent. To make you walk away from the very thing God
gonna
put
head out.
inside you.
We're at 13:43 for the
Because this burden is holy.
actual time
It's what
zone.
makes you step in when others step
44:39.
back. It's what makes you stand up for people who have no
44:42
voice.
for the live stream time. One live stream attendee and one live stream. Like, I think that's so much later.
And let me tell you, this
It's not
is your
Eugene. What is? I don't know what it is.
You are not like everyone else. You are not supposed to be. You feel deeply because you are anointed deeply.
How you say it?
You care deeply because God's power is flowing through
Eugene.
you. So don't run from it.
Like
Don't
Eugene
ignore
Krabs.
it. Don't let the weight discourage you.
I was gonna say art.
Because even though it feels heavy, God is carrying it with you. And when the day comes,
oh my
when
God.
the people you have prayed for, fought for, stood in the gap for, finally break through, you realize it was worth it. You were born for this. You were chosen for this. And the burden you carry is proof that you are dangerously anointed by God. Number 5, your life is marked by isolation and loneliness.
Nice.
There comes a time in your life when you look around and realize you're alone. Not because you don't love people, not because you don't want connection, but because something about you, something inside you,
where is Luke?
keeps setting you apart.
Where is it?